It's a bit loud, but it's really fine. It's fine. Let me tell Twitter we're live as if anybody cares, which is just great. Why is my hair like this? This makes me really upset, but it's really fine. Whatever. Whatever. Okay. I don't want this to be too long anyway, because, you know, I have a life. I'm an adult and all that fun shit. Whatever. Okay. Everything is good. Settings-wise. It's whatever. It's honestly whatever. Okay. No frame drops. Wow, okay, whatever. It feels like I'm being lied to, but it's okay. It's whatever. So. I think I'll start a new file. Keep this documented or whatever. Sure. I need to be reminded of this shit anyway, because... Duh. Yeah, the step stuff, which I have a whole thing about anyway, but it's fine. I have voice names, right? I hope so. Hi, Gusty! How are ya? My hair's like so bad, I'm really sorry. It's okay. It's fine. It's really fine. I've already read this, and I don't think anybody here cares, so we're just gonna go through that. Because I already have progress made, but I'm not doing that again. Let's see. I think Jamie was the one I used last time. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, how are you? I'm okay. I felt like garbage the past 2 days or so, but I'm feeling a bit better, so I guess I can function or whatever, but... I'll go by he this time. I was doing they once, but it's okay, whatever. What should my last name be? I'm not creative. I should come up with something like creative. Because last is like a fun last name. Like, your last name is last, you know. You know how that is. Do I have the voice name set properly?
Jamie.
Yes, oh my god. I forgot it did that. So let's see. Because I think the last time I did a last name, I picked Rivers because it's like, duh, but like, you know. How about... I don't know what Twitch is doing over there, but it's not my business. We'll do that again, because why not? I mean, that kind of looks like little kid me, except my hair was brown, and it's got darker over the years, but we can imagine, we can play pretend, it's fine. It's honestly fine. No. No. This doesn't even matter anyway to the game, so I'll just keep it the way it is, honestly. Gusty, what was you doing over there, if you're still here? What was you doing over there with Yuffie? I just kind of like walked into that conversation without seeing anything. I thought it was really funny, but... Tan. I mean, that's not really my tan. That's more mine. I'll just go with that. That's fine. Do I want to do curls? I don't know. There's no like... That's more me, or at least how I am now. My hair's messy because I'm growing it out, but like once it's like more grown, it'll look better. And maybe I have to clean it up. I don't know. We'll keep it that way. So I don't have any birthmarks. I do have a scar, but like, yes. But like, my scar on my forehead is like not that big. It's like you can barely see it. I want to use it, but like it's so unusable. It's not like we ever see it, but Boy and her were discussing it. You're always piss tweeting, but that's okay. I think we should all piss tweet at least once in our lives. Ooh, that is sweet, but it's okay. I probably should have drank it like months ago, but I'm not gonna die, so it's fine. No, that's... I swear they changed these. I don't know. I don't want to use it anymore. That's fine. I'm gonna do medium. And no glasses for the first step. I guess. I don't know what my neighbor's doing, but whatever. I have a gimmick I must stick to. So you say it's like your gimmick? I mean, I don't know. We all have our gimmick. My gimmick is Catboys. I mean, everyone knows that. I have a leg scar. I don't know what it looks like, but whatever. I've actually never seen like torso freckles on someone in person. My mom just texted me. Great timing. I'm not gonna ignore her. I'll say something nice back. I love my mom. Okay. So... should I have him wear skirts? Just kidding. Just kidding. Maybe. Unless... Just kidding. I'll have him do the regular stuff. He's asking me if I'm home. Yes. I'm confused as to why she's asking me. Damaged legs? What is that emote? Is that like... I don't know. It's cute though. I love that. If anybody gave a damn about me, I'd have cool emotes. But I don't have emote commission money. Anyway. We'll do bracelets and necklaces. I hate watches. I'm a watch hater. Don't like that. Not a fan. Okay. I think that's enough for now. So this is where it starts every single time, and I haven't read this in like a year, so let's see how that goes. I don't even know if I want to read it out loud. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. It's fine. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of the year. The usually sleepy town began to bustle. Oh my god, I can't read already. It was the closest thing I could find from the drool emoji from Twitter. I mean, maybe I have an emote like that. Do I? I'm scrolling right now like I have any business doing that. No, I don't. I've like ended a lot of my subs. So I don't really have one like that. Very sad. We'll just send this one. Cool. Okay, anyway. It was a popular tourist destination, with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation that came with both. My water's in the way of the monitor. Oof. I'm really stupid. Anyway. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of schoolless vacation with it. During the summer, your moms didn't like you to wander too far outside of your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. We have moms. I love that. This is my favorite part of the game. No, it's not, but like, I love it. That included the people. Families came and went from Sunset Bird, but mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. Respond to my mom's message real quick. Maybe I'll have to stop this and pick it back up, but if my mom wants to call me, I'm not going to tell her no. Because I'm a good child. Anyway. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to nice young kids who waved when they passing their stores. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly... my mom wants to call me, but like, it's fine. Hi Kyrie, how are ya? I almost said Kaylee because I can't read. What's up? Good to see you here. I'm in the middle of reading this. I just started it, and then my mom started texting me talking about she wanted to call me. You know, even if she does, I can just stop this and then start reading it again later. But it's really fine. Cause like I don't plan for this. This always happens. I'm like, you know what? I feel good enough to actually stream something, and then this. Okay. It's fine. It's really fine. So from what the tutorial said that I skipped because I already knew about it, but like the blue is like the most neutral option you can pick, and then yellow is like the good one, but doesn't always lead to good things. So then green is like kind of like an apathetic response that's not that amazing to pick all the time. I don't know. Some of the choices in this one are very questionable. And I like to have a variety and pick different ones every single time, but I don't always do that. It's whatever. Let's see. My camera probably looks like shit. That's why I look like shit, but it's okay. So I don't like to say hi to people. So I never picked this one. I mean, I should for like to like humor the story, because like I always pick this one. Like this is like a very much me response. Like I'm like, why do I have to say hi to people? Like I don't like saying hi to strangers unless I have to, you know? Like that's just how I am. And then like, and it's not that I'm anxious. That's why I never pick this one really either. But like I don't like picking like the same shit over and over, you know? It's kind of boring that way. Ugh. Well, maybe I should go with this one. No. I'm gonna do that one again. I'm gonna be boring. I'm gonna be boring. It was the polite thing to do. Mom says I'll call you tomorrow. Okay, thanks, Mom. I'll set a reminder because I don't want to forget my mother. Anyway, it was the polite thing to do, after all, and your moms had taught you always to be respectful. Yep, my mom especially, like my real life mom. Sheesh. Colombian mothers, man. Don't mess with them. But today, there was a man sitting on the curb outside your house. So this man, this man in particular, he's really something. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over, and you wondered if he even was a real person. I forgot you said that. Is he real? Like, does he exist? Or a statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight? I don't know, this is the mind of a child. Whoever or whatever he was, you had never seen him before. See, like, this game, like, it knows my mind, it knows my thought processes. Like, I make everything dramatic. But it doesn't translate well in real life, it's just in my head. One thing about knowing everyone in Sunset Bird was that people you didn't recognize really stood out. Oh, my cursor doesn't show. Yes, it does, I'm stupid. It was rare for tourists to venture into the residential district, as your moms called it. So for you, not knowing who a total stranger was set off a lot of red flags. I would hope so. Your mom's had a talk with you and your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before. I wish we could, like, name Lizzie something else, but it's cute, so I'll just stop complaining. Let's see, what should I pick this time? Let's see. I mean, that's probably my best one. Okay to run away if you feel uncomfortable, but like, you're a child. Like, if you run away, it's just gonna be weird. Well, I don't know. I've never lived in a tourist town. I don't know what that's like. I'll just use the middle one. You weren't sure about this man yet. I'm never sure about any man, to be quite honest. But you didn't hear that from me. Oh, I think my roommate's home. Whatever. Still. I didn't want to be bothered. Yep, that's me. I'd never want to be bothered. But you know what? Let's go with that. I've never picked this one. You slowed down as you thought about how you could get around this. There was a split second where your eyes met. That wasn't good. He was probably going to say something now he's seen you standing around here. Hey! Oh my god. This part's so funny. It's really pathetic, but it's so funny. You were right. His deep voice called out to you, but he didn't say anything. Unfortunately, the man stood up and started to make his way towards you. Red flag. There should be like a runaway option, but you can't avoid this because it's essential to the plot or whatever. I don't smile at strangers. Well, that's a lie. I'm from the Midwest. Yes, I do, but like... Let's see. I fold my arms and stare. I do that. So this is Mr. Holden. He's really something. His design's really weird, but I kind of like it at the same time. Live around here? What's your name? He looked at the man up and down, taking in his tan skin and relaxed appearance. At least his clothes were relaxed, the way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo, and you wondered if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. He is. While you made your assessment, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer to his question. I almost said exponentially. That makes no sense. You know, I don't want to, like, give him nothing, but it's kind of funny if I did. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I live here. Yes, I live here. This is my house, bitch. That's great. Whatever that means. Why is the cursor off from where it is on my monitor? Whatever. He looked happy to hear it, giving you a broad smile. He's giving us money! We're gonna be a bitch! He's like, you 20 to suck my dick! But no, we're not doing that. Maybe. He reached in his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled in his hand as he held it up to you. I wonder what his intentions are. This part. Even more confused than before. I can never get over this scene, and like it plays an important part throughout like the entire story, which is just amazing. Well, could you do me a favor? Doing this to like a little kid. Makes me die. Makes me absolutely die. The sex. Oh, hi, Koki. We're getting bribed for sex. Nice to see you too. I'm dead. I'm honestly dead. But he doesn't look like a pedophile. Can I say that word on here? I don't know. I don't care either. Nothing bad. Sorry. He cleared his throat and stood up straighter. I have a son. His name is Cove, who's about your age. Yes. Sex! You know, there is like a Patreon download for like a sex scene in this game, but you have to have money, and I have money, so there you go. See, look, my cursor's like off. This really pisses me off. It's okay. Fine. It's really fine. You chewed on the inside of your cheek. This guy was definitely obsessed with water. Because he doesn't know that's his son's name. You know what? I'm gonna go with this. Cove. That seemed like a strange name for an actual living person, do you? Yep. Because it's weird. Who's named that? But like, he's like the best boy ever made, so like... What? Where can you go wrong? Koki. Guess what? Hi. Since you never DM me, I'm just gonna say hi to you here. Okay? Cool. Anyway. Moving across the street, see? He just rode the house that had been empty for a year, his watch changing in late afternoon sunlight and reflecting off the walls. Cool. The gigantic for sale sign was finally gone. Cool. I met your moms earlier and they told me you were 8, just like him, so, Just giving an 8-year-old a 20 and saying, yo. I wonder what they were thinking when they made that, like, a couple years ago when that was, like, a thing, because that's really... it's really something. Yes, what? Is my stream on delay? Is my stream on delay? I hope it isn't. It might be, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll fix that another day when I'm not lazy. I'm very lazy, by the way. Anyway. He showed the $20 bill and bring it back to your attention. Just waving it in her face. He's like, you want a 20? For a blowjob? Sorry. Is that bad? I think it's bad. I'm going to hell anyway, it's fine. Can you try to be the friends with the boy? Just give it a chance and you can keep this. He's a good kid. You'll like him.
Do you mind?
Maybe. I called him out and he left. It's fine. I'm kidding. It's fine. You kind of felt sorry for Cove? Yes, I do, because, like, his own father, he was like, yo, want a 20 to be his friend? Like, That's definitely normal. That's definitely a thing people do. I'm gonna pick this one, though, just to be chaotic. Had your mom done that for you and Lizzie? The thought made you frown. What'd you say? Want to make a deal? I'm not gonna run away. I could. But I'm just gonna not take the money. I'm gonna take the money! No thank you. Are you sure? It won't be so bad. Even just for the summer, that'd be enough. When it was as clear his initial strategy wasn't going to fly, he tucked the bill into a back pocket and Oh, a back pocket. I can't read, and change his request. I get it. You don't have to. Would you be more comfortable with he and I coming by for no visit? No money involved? You'd have to ask my mom's. Yeah. Yeah. We'll do that one. I haven't chose that one before after all the times I've done the first step. Maybe that's just me being weird. His smile got bigger again. His eyes crinkled up the sides. Of course, they didn't invite us over earlier. But I'd like to ask you too. Then I guess you can. I'll bring him by tomorrow. I wanted him to meet and greet with the neighbors today, but, well, okay. I don't know where he's gotten off to. We're gonna find him. We're gonna find him. And that's exciting. Spoilers. Sorry, I'm not sorry. He laughed when he said that, but with the way his face looked, you thought he actually wanted to cry. Men don't cry, remember? That's not a thing that happens. If you see him, can you tell him to come on home? He's got a pink cast and glasses. You can't miss it. I can try. Sure. I'll put in some effort, maybe. You nodded, not totally certain when you find Cole, but willing to look. The man smiled and reached out to pat you on the head. Paused before doing so, then pulled his hand away instead. I don't know. Red alert. Your mom's already checking around for me. Such a thoughtful group you are. I better go look too. Can't put everyone else to work while I keep sitting here. Though he might come back in, that's not what's so important. I have to go. Thanks again, Jamie. So much. You're not welcome. You're very not welcome. You're not welcome here. Kidding. He jogged. I don't know. I never jog. I should. Should get in shape. You decided to check the hills behind your house. Well, duh. So this is the step 1 where it starts. No mods. Time for orc spam. No, I'm the mod. I may be a nobody, but I can still mod you. What if I time out Gusty right now? What if I'm gonna do it? I'm gonna time out Gusty right now. No, I'm not. It's fine. What? See, I don't know where you're getting these random emotes from, but they're fun, I would say. The chirping of crickets in the tall grass greeted you, quiet and familiar. From the top of the hill, you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of the waves on the shore and the seagulls squawking as they settled down for the night. You've always loved the ocean. That's a lie. I never have. But it's fun. It is fun, but I don't love it. I like that emote in particular. I'm surprised it's been around all these years. You didn't enjoy the beach all that much, especially the sand, which got absolutely everywhere. Exactly. Like, sand, it gets everywhere. Every time I go to Florida to visit my relatives, like, it gets in, like, a lot of places I wish it would not get into. And from, like, me, I could be on the towel the whole time, and then I come home, and then there's sand in my gooch. Like, why? Why? Literally terrible. Terrible, deplorable, all of that. We'll just pick that, just to cause a little bit of chaos. You really couldn't understand why so many people came all the way from where they live just to visit the ocean. I honestly, truly do believe that. I wish I was that sand. All you gotta do is come. Do I have to dox myself? I'm kidding. You took in a deep breath. You wanted to try and relax and couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you that you weren't alone, so you glanced around. It's the boy! It's the boy. I don't know, I get really excited when I see him because he's just the best. There was a boy sitting at top of one hill, almost completely hidden within the long grass and the white flowers surrounding him. I need some wine. It's a necessity. His head was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. For whatever reason, probably that he just wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you yet. You watched him a minute longer, feeling a little bit like you found a deer in the wild. Though deer didn't have... What does the deer not have? Huge glasses, a pink cast, sad frown. Well, I don't think deer have emotion. I mean, we watched Bambi, but that doesn't really count. Why is my hair doing that? I'm gonna literally die. Anyway, wavy eyebrows. I love those brows though. We'll go with the green hair because who has green hair? He does. But this new boy did. I don't think those choices even matter. You watched as it fluttered softly around in the breeze. Hi, nerdy ghost. Are you from Twitter? If so, hello. Maybe yeah, I know. I think I know who you are. It's so hard to keep track of all these people, but it's fine. I do my best. Welcome. I'm at the first part still, so you're not missing a lot, but luckily this game is free. Anyway, he watches it flutter softly around his face in the breeze. After a few more seconds, you took a step forward and then another. And then he glanced your way. His aquamarine eyes reflected the light of the moon. You stopped, raising a hand to acknowledge him and show you weren't scary. If first the pee and now the sand. What's next, Gusty? Well, there's gonna be pee in the sand. Like, you gotta think of things. Come on. Come on! Hey, Space Cadet. Should I say that? That's so weird. Or I could say, are you lost? I'll do that. Are you lost? With a start, he jumped to his feet, his hands balling to his fist at his side. He's so angry and sad. Look at him. Little gremlin looking dude. Oh my god. He's only 8 and I'm calling him a gremlin. Whatever. It's fine. He didn't say anything, just stared at you in a strange way. He'd been crying. There were traces of tears on his cheeks and his knees, soaking the hem of his shorts. And his eyes were still shining in a few more. I can't read in case you can't tell. You'd obviously caught him off guard. His pink cast seemed to glow in the twilight, but when he caught you staring at it, he held his arm behind his back. I mean, like, you don't really see, like, younger kids, like, wearing pink casts ever. I've seen it maybe once when I was in private school, but it was a long time ago. I'm old. I'm very old. Something the man earlier had said stuck out to you. Cove? Ah. Oh, so he's surprised you know his name because of his dad, so obviously something, you know? Eyes wide, he studied you. I'm not gonna go there. How'd you know that? I'm all-knowing. Lucky guess. That's so weird. I don't know. I don't like these answers every single time I play it. I just want to say I met your dad, just to be honest, because, like, there's a plot point later where it matters. At least, it matters to me. It doesn't have to matter to you, okay?
Oh.
Oh. He's like, my dad? At this point in the story, he, like, hates his dad, I'm pretty sure. So is this your hill? He gestured with his uninjured arm to the patch of grass surrounding you, his face falling at the prospect. I can leave if it is. You can't own a hill. That's so mean. You can't own a hill, but, like, King of the Hill did. I guess. But they drank beer, and he can't do that. You shook your head. While doing so, you also picked up a strand of lint on your leg. What a weird question to ask someone. I never find lint on my legs. Don't know how that's a thing. Whatever. We're not here to ask questions. Oh. He sat back down with a thump, resting his chin on his knees again. Curious about the strange new boy with the odd dad, you sat on the patch on the grass next to him. The pure white flowers that covered this hill looked back and forth gently as the stars twinkled above. The way they dotted the sky made them seem like flowers too. The night wind was cool as it traveled over the ocean and up the hill, chasing away the heat from the afternoon sun. Need more wine. What do I do without it? The wine looks like piss. It's okay. It's okay. Why'd your family move? Why are you here? Just sounds like condescending. Maybe it does to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Why'd your family move? Let's do that. A quiet hiccup escaped Cove as soon as you asked the question. Almost like they never stopped, his tears started up again with a vengeance. My parents... They don't want to live together with me anymore. Yeah, the traumatic divorce for an 8-year-old. Very sad. His mom's really hot, though. I don't know why you would leave her, but anyway. The tears that fell fast and heavy over his flushed cheeks, sticking in his dark lashes. My mom made my dad leave and he took me with him, and now we have a house here and I want to go home. Yeah? Sounds about right for an 8-year-old to say that. The outburst took you off guard. By the time he was done wailing, Cove's chest was heaving with exhaustion. He sniffed and removed his glasses, wiping his eyes with the back of his hand before he put them back on again. I hate this place. I want my real life back. I want my mom. Your dad seems kind of nice. He seems kind of weird. Nice is just being nice to him. Stop crying. Stop crying. Stop being a little bitch. You know, just tell him to stop being a little pussy bitch. You know, a whole 8-year-old, right? Because, like, you have to raise him right. You know. I'm sorry. That sounds like a certain someone in my life who says that to me. Like, I say something very depressing, and like he just responds with, "I'm sorry." Like, okay. And then he's like, "What else do you want me to say?" And it's just like, Being shady today, I'm sorry. You'll like it here, you have to get used to it. That's a lie. I'll just go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry? He slipped his hands underneath his glasses and pressed his fingers against his eyelids. Cove wound himself up again for another long crying fit. Well, to be fair, this period of the game, he's a little bitch anyway, so I just have to get over it. I felt bad for him being forced to come here with no choice. You couldn't imagine what it would feel like to live with only one of your moms, but it must be pretty hard. But from the way off in the distance, you heard your parents. Jamie!
Cove?
He said it for me, I didn't have to read it. Kids, where'd you go? Cove looked at you, tears still clinging to his cheeks. Don't tell them we're here.
I want to go home.
I don't want to go back to that house. Sorry, I have to. Well, like, he is a rule follower, for the most part. It will be okay. Sure, let's be positive for once, because I never am. He was struck by a sudden need to reassure Cove. It's not all gonna be fun, but isn't he your family too? Yeah, I guess. Then you can count on him when you really, really need him. You shot him a grin and pushed yourself to your feet. Slowly, Cove stood up with you, still looking a bit reluctant. His dad's voice rang out again. Cove, can you hear me? I'm not gonna yell, I don't have energy. He looked towards the sound of his dad's voice, silent, then turned away while rubbing his not bandaged arm. Sorry, I still don't want to go. Let's try to convince him. Let's be a good person for once. Are you sure? You'd have to stay outside the whole night and sleep on wet grass. Before Cove could say anything else, you heard Dad's voice again, even closer than before. There you are, bud. I just don't know how they're... whatever. I'm not going to ask questions. No one cares. The trio of parents appeared over the curve of the hill. Instantly, all their eyes landed on you as they rushed over. Both of your moms were at your side in a split second, faces filled with worry. She's really hot. Just want to say that. Just wanted to say that. Jamie, you're here after all. I had been at the park to check for Cove, and then I heard what happened earlier when you met the new neighbor. I thought you might have gone off further away. No, we were just sitting in the grass. Why is everybody acting like it's such a big thing? Well, like, your kids and Lost. It is a big thing. Don't be stupid. Thank God you're both fine. Were you having fun out there? You looked over at Cove, who was wiggling against his dad's tight hug and pushing in his arms. This is such an interesting response. I think I'm gonna marry him. You're 8. You don't know what marriage is. Yes, you do. There's that. Yes, I like him. The very straightforward answer. Or you shrugged. You know what? I want to do one of these, but or I could just go with and be a loser. I'll just go with yes, I like him. He's so mad. But like, he's a kid, he doesn't know what divorce means. I wanted to light my candle, but my lighter's in the other room. Whatever.
That's a relief.
Thanks very much for finding him. I really didn't know this neighborhood. Good thing Jamie knows this whole area so well. Absolutely, we should be getting home now. It's been a long day for us all. Say goodbye, Cove.
Bye.
He's so angry, but it's honestly kind of funny, for me. The two of them walked off in the darkness, heading toward the neighborhood. You watched Cove's bright pink cast until it disappeared. Tell you what, we'll have a proper playdate tomorrow, okay? Your new friend's dad wanted to bring him by to see you and Lizzie. How does that sound? Sure, can I show him my stuff? It sounds like words. I'm sure it does. Can I show him my stuff?
Of course.
Then okay. Both of your moms laughed, the sounds overlapping into a warm, familiar chorus. Mommy put her arm around your shoulder and nudged you towards the path. Satisfied and a little more ready to go to bed after your long, exciting day, you followed them home. So this is the part where like you can like choose your feelings, and it's like a mix of things that like progress as you go through the story, which was really unique. Like you don't see this in a lot of like simulation-ish novels like this. At least I don't think. I don't know any other ones like this, because I have a lot of simulation-y novels in my library, but okay. So let's see. I always go with nervous first, because like I feel like if you go like direct, it's just so, I don't know. for like this age, it doesn't make sense to me personally. I like to go with nervous because like you just met him and he's like a weird whiny little kid who's like, you know, just doesn't understand anything, and he just went through a traumatic experience, and you don't know how to approach him until like later on in the story. And the story is very long, so it's like I feel like if I started this and then went through every single thing in this game like straight without stopping, it'd probably take like 12 hours. So it's just like, gotta head out now. Have fun, River. I will. At least I'm gonna try to. And you have fun with whatever you're doing. I'll DM you later, probably. If I don't forget, which I probably will. It's okay. Should I go with indifferent or fond? I don't know, because like, there's 3 steps you can pick different things in, and like, there's always one you have to skip over, and I don't know. But like, you can always end up at the love part eventually. It's just like, But like, every single different thing you pick makes the whole entire story quite different, which is just a lot to take in, because it'll be like hours of me playing this way and another way. I don't know. I'm overthinking again, but it's really fine. So we'll just go with indifferent this time, because like, they're little kids. Because like, when I was his age, 8, I wasn't thinking of like how I felt about people. I was just like, oh, you're a friend, and that's pretty much it. That's how I was at like age 8, personally. Also, my hair did not look like that, but it does now, so we'll just pretend my hair looked like that as a kid, okay? We're playing pretend, you know? Pretending like I'm an entertaining person, you know? That's a lie, but like, we can pretend it's true, okay? We can't change it till step 2, sure. That's fine. We'll just go with that. Early the next morning, you were poking at your food, eating it slowly. Your sister Lizzie had run out early to go play, but you stayed put. Today, just like your mom had promised, Cove was coming over to hang out. Excited to see your new friend again, Jamie? She's so hot. I'm sorry, it just like distracts me every time. I'm getting distracted by the wrong things. I guess.
Okay.
With that said, are you done with your breakfast? Yeah. I don't know, am I? We'll just go with that. With all the exasperation I can't read to save my life, an 8-year-old can muster, you look at your empty cereal bowl, then at Mom, and then I took a drink of wine again. I could chug that, but I probably puke all over my screen, so we're not doing that.
Okay.
Okay, attitude kid, we see. Good job, he should be here soon. Cleanup began, and then, on cue, there was a knock. It was hesitant, like the person wasn't sure they were in the right place. Still loud, though. We needed a more obvious doorbell. I know. Jamie, could you get it? Because Mom said so, you wandered over to the door. Hey, Rivers family, thanks for having us. Mr. Holden, as your mom sub called him, and his son were here. Cove looked different in the bright lighting of your living room, and when he wasn't crying. With his dad standing in front of him and Mom and Mommy behind you, you and Cove looked at each other. I could not say that fast without passing out, probably. You cited Cove apathetically. I'm a very apathetic person, so that speaks to me. This was the parents' plan, not yours. Not seeming any more excited than you were, he just stared back. You twisted the threaded bracelet on your wrist. See, now they make it matter, but you never see it, so it doesn't matter. What kind of bracelet should I have? Because when I was that age, the bracelet I wore all the time was one that had a bunch of running shoes on it for a special donation thing, but I cannot remember now. That was way too long ago, but I have it somewhere probably. Who knows? You know what? Let's just do a shell one. That sounds cute enough, I guess. Do you want to go play in your room, Jamie? Sure. So, my room is this way. Okay.
Take care.
Let us know if you need anything, you two. Have fun, kids.
See you.
I hate short dialogue that just goes on. It's really weird to me. You led him to your room, puffing at your chest a little bit at the sight of your treasures. Well, he's trying to show his titty. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. There were lots of stuffed animals, a cool bed, and a window to look out. It was a great room. You hadn't had anyone show it to in a while, but you're really proud of it. He leaned in closer to one of your drawings on the wall. I like this. I've never seen that clown before. Have I never paid attention? Probably. I drew that. Thank you. I don't. Me too. I drew that. Sure. We'll be a liar. Just kidding. It's fine. You smiled at him. You were proud of that particular piece of art, and you were glad he noticed it. He turned to look around the room a little more, studying the books on your desk and the pictures on the walls. Started to feel a bit nervous. Kind of awkward. You know, yeah, you just met someone and they're in your bedroom. That is very awkward, realistically. But I don't like being realistic personally. Like, I like when everything's a lie, but we're not gonna do that today. You hope you like your room. You know what? Let's go with that, because, like, if anyone ever saw my room personally, I'd be like, hey, do you like it? There's nothing in here. You put a lot of effort into making your room as nice as it was. You hoped he didn't say anything bad about it. Then his eyes landed on the tiny box of beach things you said he collected, tucked away by your door. He took a step towards it before hesitating and pointing at it instead. What's that? A hoard of stuff I found on the beach.
Oh.
Do you have any driftwood in there? Such a random question. But, like, it's honestly not a bad one. I'm surprised he knows what that is at that age, because I didn't know what driftwood was until, like, I was grown, because I'm stupid. Dragging the box into the middle of the room, you and Cove flopped down next to it. Yeah. You gestured to a piece at the bottom, still covered with specks of sand.
Neat.
This is a good collection, thank you. I like the sense of the tone of voice that he wasn't just saying it to be nice, or to be like Shiloh. He actually meant it. Nice. Ah, Shiloh's coming over. Shiloh? My sister's friend, he wants to, meet you. Do I have to see him? He's just like me. I'm like, new people? Disgusting. Not really. It'll be okay, I think. I hope. But, like, he's such an unimportant character that, like, I could care less. Like, I don't care at all. Here, I found this shell in a log, and you pulled out seashell after seashell, explaining where you'd gotten each one and holding them up against the light. I could not remember all that. I'm not smart. Can't do that. There were big ones, small ones, pink, purple, and orange. Most of them you washed off in the bathroom sink when you brought them home, cleaning off the sand. Because it gets everywhere. Scientific names. I was not that smart. When I was that age, I knew scientific names of leaves, I think. And each leaf species because I was a nerd, but not shells. I mean, maybe that's more nerdy. I don't know. Your voice faltered a bit, but you kept going as best as you could. That's me. You know, I do my best around here. You were really proud of your shell collection, and it made you happy that Cove was interested in it too. Apparently fascinated either by the stories or by the shells themselves, Cove listened with what looked like the full force of his attention. It was a new experience to be at the center of such dedicated focus, even if it was only directed at the shells. Kids, come down to the living room. You could tell the idea was making him unhappy, but Mommy wasn't giving you much of a chance to hang around. Cove hadn't been like this meeting you. You guessed it was because he thinks you found each other by accident, but not that a parent made it happen. Mr. Holden must be right to telling Cove that his dad was part of the... I'm so tired. Before you knew it, you'd both been escorted downstairs and deposited, that's such a weird way to describe it, I wouldn't think to say that, in the living room, ready for Shiloh's visit. The two of you sat side by side on the floor of your home's entryway. I brought the box of shells. I want to keep looking at them. You should have asked. Oof. I mean, I would say that, but, like, I'm too nice, like, in real life to say that. Okay, but be careful, sure. I wouldn't say great, because that's stupid. You weren't sure if you could trust someone else with your treasures yet, but you stayed next to him while he opened the lid and peered inside. Cove reached in and pulled out a big orange shell. Oh. Like he hadn't spoken aloud yet, he turned to you and held it up, his eyes shining. Look at his little smile, he's so cute! Oh my god, this game makes me so happy. Oh my god. I think this one is the best of them. But, like, you know, a bright orange shell is really cool. I would have said that. You can take it. I don't say that because it's important later. I'm spoiling everything. I'll just say it's my favorite too, just because. Just for plot, okay? I care about plot more than some other people. That's a lie. Cove smiled at you and you both admired the shell together. It was a giant conch with shades of dark and light orange. If you held it to your ear, you could practically hear the ocean. I found that at least one summer when we went to the beach on a picnic. The two of you were still sitting on the floor looking through your collection of beach findings when the doorbell finally rang. Cove jumped, startled by the sound. Since the person hadn't knocked, he figured it was probably Shiloh. He knew where to look for that. Lizzie's friend? You nodded, but that didn't seem to make Cove feel better. It was already obvious that Cove didn't hide his feelings well. You could tell he was thinking right away. This isn't a good idea. I'm sorry, there's nowhere to go. He's at our only door, and if you go upstairs, he'll find you. Cove glanced around the room, his eyes wide, and finally paused his gaze looking back at the house. He really does not want to see that kid. I always thought that was so funny. I can go out the window. He was already walking towards it. Scrambling to think of something to say, you stepped forward and then paused. Do you want to break your other arm? I forgot that was an option. Okay. I don't think I want to pick that. Please don't get hurt. I'll come with you. Good idea. Let's go. Shiloh is the least scary person alive. Well, he is. He's not scary, but he's weird. He's like if Deku had brown hair, I guess. I don't know how to explain him. We'll just go with that. Every single bunny rabbit is scarier than Shiloh, yeah. But I don't want to see him. I don't know him. But you didn't know me. So what's the difference, you know? Whatever. I'm not smart. You're not smart. Okay. You comforted him, you encouraged him, you teased him. Let's comfort him. Just let's be nice for once. I guess. You're right. Meeting new people is really hard. I'm sorry. Thanks. I don't know why that kid's so angry. Shiloh poked his head into the living room. Nat, was impossible to know for sure he'd heard what you've been saying or not, but you guessed that he had.
Hi.
Look at him. He's like he's a little freckled thing. Like, and he has a little anger thing. I don't know. That bothers me, but he's a little kid. I'm not gonna start screaming at a little kid. Don't tempt me. And hi, Cove? Cove shot you an uneasy glance.
Hi.
He does not like people. I'm Shiloh. It's nice to meet you. Yeah. You have a lot of freckles. He's just saying what's on my mind. I don't want to say he's just like me because I'm not a whiny bitch. But he's just like me. Right. I do. What are you guys doing? We're looking at shells.
Can I do it too?
Cove shrugged and looked at your box of beach findings. What about that one? The plan for the afternoon, at least as far as you were concerned, was to sit and look at beach things some more. You weren't really in the mood to do much of anything else. You held out a recent find to Cove, a scallop shell that had washed up on shore. It's a pretty color, kind of like my cast. The beautiful glittering pink did look a little bit like a wrap around his arm. Oh, that was a lot. Pink is a nice color. Okay. That's a response.
Oh?
Sure. Is it your favorite? Not really. What is? Maybe green or blue. It might be yellow. Okay. Oh, those are all cool. I don't know about yellow, but that's a lie. Yellow kind of looks good on me when I wear it.
I guess.
There are better colors. Yes, there are. Yes, there are. Says you. I don't know. I don't want to be mean. Let's just go with that.
Awesome.
I cheated. Oh no. Whatever. Awesome. Like usual, it didn't take long for Shiloh to get fidgety. Lizzie was his favorite. Without her and Shiloh, around Shiloh, didn't seem to know what to do with himself. So, like, he's a baby simp, I guess. That's not what that word means. I'm just using it. Oh, stay mad. And Cove wasn't like your sister. He wasn't that much like you either. Is Lizzie coming back? Don't know. Where'd she go? I think she's at the beach, probably. And how do you not know? Is she playing at her park? Cove's eyes lit up in the mention of the park and he looked towards you. There's a park? Yep, but it's old. Can you show me? I want to go. He started getting up before he had even answered, and Charlotte jumped up beside him in excitement. Really? You do too? Right, Jamie? The park is fun. Once this whole, chapter ends, I'm gonna stop because it's a lot. But yeah. The park is pretty great.
Yeah.
Cove is indeed the best boy when grown, best Chad. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know. If we had more boys in the world like him when he was grown, I think the world would like have no problems in the world. But that's just my opinion. Nobody asked, but there you go. Nobody asked me, but I said it anyway. Indeed. See, you get it. At least someone gets it. Like, he's just the best. That's why I play this over and over and over, but this is my first time doing it. This is my first time playing this in a while because the wedding thing came out and I'm like, you know what, I have to play it again. I'm sorry. Can't not do it. That sounds like it could be cool. So, are we going to find Lizzie? I don't know. I never really wanted to see her. I just wanted to check in the park out. Adrift without any direction, Shiloh finally turned to you. Okay. He perked up. Both boys wanted to go. It was only fair. Thanks for the follow! I really appreciate it. It's nice to meet you too. Oh my gosh, that noise like surprises me, but like I'm too lazy to like make a unique follow sound. I'll be not lazy one day. How do you say your name? Is it Caladrius? Because I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, and I'm really bad at pronouncing words. But it's nice to meet you. I'm sorry my hair is like a mess. I'm just drinking wine and playing this and saying hi to whoever's coming by, but it's okay, and yes it is, yep. Awesome. I can read, in case you can't tell. Okay. After getting permission from your moms, the three of you were ready to head out. That sounds like a fun time. It is. I just wanted to get to like the first part of the first step, and then do all like the step scenes in a separate stream later, just because, you know, I'm grown and I have responsibilities, so I can't just be streaming all the time. This is not my job. Ugh, what is that emote? It's so cute. Love that. Good to know. Good to know. Oh my god, how do I get that off of here? It's okay, it's fine. I'll just pretend that like that's not a thing. Anyway. Oh my god, I think I broke my UI. Whatever. There we go. I'm really dumb. It's fine. When you found her, she was hanging on the jungle gym, swinging back and forth. Hey, Lizzie. Her face lit up when she saw you, her big brown eyes going wide. Jamie! Shiloh! Hi! Oh my gosh, he loves that girl. And then I'm not gonna spoil anything, but whatever. She dropped to the ground and landed with a soft thud on the sand. In a split second, Shiloh had abandoned you two and scrambled over to stand by her. You were used to being left out when it was just the three of you, but now Cove was here. You weren't sure if this was an improvement. Who's that? It's Cove. He's new.
Hi.
Hi, Cove. Welcome to my park. Nobody ever comes to play here, so this is where we get together. Okay. I never thought about that. I shouldn't start now. She gestured wildly to her with her arms as to present the area to the newcomer. Oh, so she's like, did this? Like, look at this. This is my park. That's what I'm envisioning. I hope I'm right. I really hope I am. While Lizzie continued talking, you took the chance to kick off your shoes and wiggle your toes through the warm sand. Nice, huh? In this neighborhood, I'm the one who comes up with the ideas. You are?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I am. Who else could handle the job? Lizzie is the oldest. By a lot. My mom said you were Jamie's age.
Yeah.
Thought so. I'm still the only one in this group with double digits. What about the other kids? Other kids? There aren't any. We're the only kids here, and Shiloh is just visiting from another place. Not even tourists really bring their kids here. This is the land of the ancients. I'm just like reading things I forgot they said, and it's just really funny to me. Be careful about the oldies, don't try and steal your youth. Oh my god. I still think that at my grown age.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. For a second, it looked like he might cry again. But something in his eyes shifted and he looked back at Lizzie. What kind of old people? Like moms and dads or grandparents? Grandparents who don't have kids. They hate kids. Why? We haven't done anything. Only some of them don't like kids. That's like the thing I would say, like real life, because I'm like, not all men type of answer. You know? Stop saying stuff like that, you're gonna upset them. Yeah, they're really bad. Let's go with that. You interjected quickly, hoping Cove wouldn't start crying again. He sniffled, his forehead creasing with worry. Lizzie was staring Cove down, but Cove wasn't even looking at her anymore. He didn't seem to care that she was there. He went into his own head. Shiloh was the next one to speak, completely unaware of the situation. I met Lizzie and Jamie in school. You'll see a ton of kids there once summer is over. I don't want to go to a new school. I don't want summer to end. Shiloh looked down at the dirt. He hadn't had much luck striking up conversations with Cove. I like summer vacation a lot too. All the building tension in the air suddenly vanished when Lizzie laughed. At Shiloh's discomfort at how weird she thought Cove was at something else entirely, you didn't really know. But she laughed, face scrunching up.
Okay.
Welcome to Sunset Burb Code. Blech, I read that backwards. Take a seat, put up your feet, and get used to it. Wah is right. Is that how you say that? I don't know. Oh, so it's almost over. For the rest of the summer, Cove was always there. You saw him more often than Shiloh, and on some days when she was in a bad mood or busy, you even saw him more than Lizzie. He became a staple of your everyday life, the way the sun and lunch and the beach were. That first summer, you hadn't really been interested in him one way or another. He was just kind of a fact of life, someone you met because he was there. Of course, that was only the start of things. So this is the part where like you do all these, and if you have the DLC, which I do, you have extra things to do, but if you don't have that, you just have this. So this is what I'm just gonna leave the stream off on, just because this will take forever and I'm grown and have things to do. So thanks for coming by today. If you did, leave a follow if you haven't already. If you did, that was amazing. Thanks for the follows today. That was really appreciated. I'm gonna be reading this another day. I'm not sure when, until I get to like the wedding DLC and you know, all that fun stuff. So again, thanks so much for coming by. It was really fun, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for the follow, Koki. I was like, oh, did you follow? And I didn't know, but you didn't. Typical Koki. Anyway, thanks guys, and I'll see you guys later.